They say the streets make you, but what if the streets also break you? Behind every drill rapper spitting bars, flexing clout, and dominating streams, there's a darker truth nobody wants to face. Not fame, not glory, death. We're talking about rivalries that don't end with a diss track, feuds that turn lyrics into body counts, lives cut short while the world keeps streaming. From King Von's final fight, Julio Fulio's birthday turned bloodshed. This is drill rappers and their deadly ops. Drill music wasn't born in a studio. It came from the streets. Chicago's South Side, 2010. A place where poverty, gangs, and survival write the rules. Rappers like Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and King Louie gave a voice to the unheard streets of Chicago. Their music was raw, unfiltered, and brutally honest. Drill wasn't just a sound, it was a lifestyle. Drill means to retaliate, to shoot back at your enemies, and every lyric reflects real-life loyalty, betrayal, pain, and violence. These weren't just stories, they were lived experiences. The documentary The Field revealed the truth. Chicago street violence gave birth to drill, and in turn, drill music intensified the violence. It became a vicious cycle. Young people growing up in dangerous neighborhoods saw their lives reflected in the beats and bars. Soon the drill spread beyond Chicago, reaching New York, London, and beyond. But with popularity came danger. Drill didn't just mirror the streets, it often escalated real-world conflicts. Diss tracks turned into death threats. Lyrics weren't just words. And in the drill scene, the ops are always listening.
We're here in the Parkway Gardens housing development in Chicago, otherwise known as O-Block. 24-building complex on the city's south side.
It's where Michelle Obama grew up, and it's also where drill music began around 10 years ago. This is Vostok. He's been here for a super long time, so he's going to take us back to the very beginning where it all started. To you, like, what is drill music?
We started the word drill with our music. Like, we started that shit.
Like, how would you explain drill music to someone who doesn't know?
Music that make you want to kind of get outside and go Jesus.
King Von versus Quando Rondo. King Von's King Von was O-Block's poet, turning the raw reality of Chicago's streets into vivid drill anthems. His storytelling set him apart, gritty, honest, and unforgettable. Every track carried the weight of lived experience. But in the world he came from, fame didn't erase old beef. His enemies were real, watching and waiting. In the end, his lyrics told not just stories, but the truth of a life always on the edge. Quando Rondo. Enter Quando Rondo, a Savannah rapper deeply connected to rival street crews. His feud with King Von wasn't just about lyrics or clout. It ran much deeper. The tension was personal, rooted in gang affiliations, long-standing rivalries, and harsh street politics. Diss tracks only added fuel to the fire, setting the stage for a deadly confrontation that felt inevitable. November 2020, Atlanta. A hookah lounge. Von and Rondo's crews crossed paths. Words turned to fists. Fists turned to gunfire. Von didn't make it. Shot by Timothy Leaks, one of Rondo's associates. Leaks was charged with felony murder, but the damage was done. King Von, 26, was gone. I'm from the O where they don't play fair. Catch you lacking, leave you right there. The streets exploded. Fans mourned. Diss tracks dropped. Von's death wasn't the end. It was fuel for a war still burning. One fight, one bullet, and a legacy cut short. Was it just a moment of chaos or a setup by the ops? FBG Duck. FBG Duck was Tookaville's pride, a flyboy gang soldier who didn't hold back. His diss tracks like Dead Bitches were grenades aimed at O-Block and the Black Disciple. And O-Block, they heard every word. I'm from Tookaville, we don't play. Spin their block, make it a bad day. August 2020, Chicago's Gold Coast. Duck was shopping, living his life. Then an ambush. Gunmen pulled up, 16 shots. Duck, only 26, collapsed. No arrests. But the streets pointed at O-Block. Duck's death wasn't random, it was retaliation. His music made him a target. His ops made him a memory. Fans flooded social media. R.I.P. Duck. Tookaville forever. But the cycle didn't stop. More diss tracks, more violence. Duck was a father, a son, a voice. Silenced too soon. One fan commented, O-Block took Duck, but they can't take his legacy. True or not, the beef lives on, and so does the pain. Lil Jojo. Lil Jojo was bold and fearless. A young gangster disciple, Lil Jojo, boldly targeted Chief Keef's Black Disciples with his track BDK 300. It was a direct shot, loud and public, that quickly gained attention. But in Chicago's drill scene, that kind of defiance isn't just risky, it's dangerous. The song made waves, but it also made enemies. And in a world where music and street life collide, bold moves often lead to deadly consequences. BDK, I'm BDK, yeah, you know me. I'm a gangster disciple, don't play with me. I'm a shooter, I'm a killer, and I'm getting money. I'm a BDK, a black disciple killer, you know me. Chief Keef. We smoking on that Tuka pack. BDK, we don't lack. September 2012. In Chicago, Lil Jojo mocked Chief Keef on Twitter, taunting him with laughter and flexing. Just hours later, he was fatally shot at the age of 18. Keef denied any involvement, even tweeting that he was high as fuck when the incident occurred. However, the streets didn't care about his excuses. Jojo's death quickly became a symbol of the harsh reality of drill music, where the lines between entertainment and life or death situations blur. Speculation ran rampant. Was it Keef's crew? A random act of violence? The truth remains unclear, but one thing was certain. Jojo's Opps weren't just playing a game.
His half-brother Swag De Niro told DJ Vlad their dad, uncles, cousins, and aunts were all about that life. So Jojo and him followed the same path and got straight into the trenches. Jojo's dad caught a drug case when he was a baby and was locked up for over a decade. Jojo and Swag didn't mess around with drugs much because they saw what happened to their pops, but they were still getting active in the streets.
Julio Fulio. Julio Fulio was Jacksonville's voice, using drill to depict street life, loyalty, betrayal, survival. But his feud with Eugene Ace wasn't just music. It was personal, intense, and dangerous. What started as lyrical shots turned into real-life violence, blurring the line between rap battles and actual warfare in the streets. Eugene Ace. Both from Jacksonville, their feud was gang-fueled and personal. Diss tracks flew, threats piled up. Then June 2024, Tampa, Fulio's 26th birthday. A hotel party turned deadly. Gunshots. Fulio didn't make it. Rumors hit hard. Someone claimed Ace offered $10,000 for Fulio's murder. Police haven't named suspects, but the streets are talking. Another city, another feud, another life gone. Fulio's fans grieved, but the Opps? They're still out there. Is this the price of a drill, or just the price of the streets?
It probably happen sooner than later. You never know what God got planned, you know? I told him that a couple times, you know? We be talking time to time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what can happen.
Drill crossed oceans. By the 2010s, London's estates were spitting their own version. UK drill, grittier, sharper, with a sound all its own. Harlem Spartans. The Harlem Spartans from Kennington led the charge. Their tracks were raw, their rep untouchable, but the streets don't sleep. December 2019, Crosslawn Davis, aka Biss, was stabbed in a targeted hit. 2 men convicted, life sentences. UK drill blamed for knife crime spikes. Politicians point fingers. But artists? They say it's their truth, their pain, their life. Same sound, different city, same deadly consequences. Call me a Spartan, come from Harlem. Baby said I'm flying like Jordan. Shoot man down, see the Spartans loose. Feds wanna know cause the roads be killing it. Scoreboards looking ridiculous. See me on the loose like Phineas. In his back, chest, neck, that's brilliant. Shakes from the... Drill's a lightning rod. It's a voice for the voiceless. A raw expression of life in neighborhoods where pain, struggle, and survival are daily realities. But is it also a trigger, a catalyst for more violence, or just a mirror reflecting what's already there? Take Naughty Bop, a song mocking 14-year-old Nadia Osama's death. It sparked a viral dance trend that flooded TikTok and social media. Nadia Osama. Fans loved the beat and energy. Others, disgusted by the insensitivity and glorification of a tragic loss. Critics say drill glorifies violence, encouraging retaliation and fueling real-life feuds. Artists argue it's their truth, not fiction. So what's the truth? Is drill the problem, or just the messenger forced to speak on things the world ignores? Maybe it's both. A powerful genre caught between expression and controversy.
According to the NYPD, around 3 o'clock Saturday, a 10-year-old boy was involved in some sort of altercation down in 137th Street City College Station on the northbound 1 train.
Police say the fight between the teenagers started here on the street, close to this park at 138th Street and Broadway at 3 p.m. Saturday. Police say the brawling teens then ran into this nearby subway station, and it ended in bloodshed on the platform of the northbound number 1 subway train.
And I see the kid bleeding. Bleeding from the side of the waist. And then, when he fell, then the police was coming downstairs. They grabbed him and ran with him inside the ambulance to try to save his life. He did a great job, but I think it was too late.
The Manhattan DA's office has now identified 8-year-old Kelvin Martinez as the person suspected of stabbing Reyes. They say the two are part of rival gangs.
Like 41K, y'all jacking the snitches. Okay, y'all gonna get stitches. Order a pizza, Caleb. Castaways, we are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy, we are castaways. We're stuck where we are. Naughty bop, viral controversy, drill, art, or danger. Drill music is a reflection of life and death in the streets. Artists like King Von and Julio Fulio don't just diss their rivals. They engage in real, deadly conflicts. The cycle of violence continues, fueled by the music that mirrors the harsh reality of their environment. If this hits you, drop a like, smash that sub, and hit the bell. We're diving deeper next time. Subscribe for more. Click the videos on either side for more stories from the streets. The streets don't sleep. Rip to the fallen, the streets are watching.